many of you have felt it at this point in your practice, where you feel you're in this perfect place where you can hang out there for a little while. Not in every posture, but every once in a while, you kind of hit your true seat in the posture where you can breathe easy, even if it's challenging, and you feel like you can hold there for a little while. So that's kind of part of the practice, is finding that. It's connecting with our bodies and making that breath body connection. So when we practice, we're able to listen to those subtleties of, do I need to back off a little bit? Can I go a little bit deeper? Or is this the place for me today? And it's different every time you practice. You know, your body is different every day, throughout the day. Mornings are different than nighttime practice. So I'll read a little bit about asana. You can close your eyes if you haven't already. Start to make that connection with your breath as you take in this information. It says your physical body holds the key to your evolvement, but it's just the first portal. The asana, yogic body postures you have been practicing have been preparing you for true asana, to sit in stillness with the truth. These shapes and movements have removed the cobwebs of your limiting self, creating space for the silence of your mind's forest. You are one of those who realizes the true intention of asana, and the one paving the way for others to see this bodily practice is really just a way to come face to face with yourself. Continue to cultivate your practice and move deeper into its core purpose. Flow of energy in the body for the evolution of the spirit. I don't always agree with what she writes in that book. So I will say that in a lot of the Buddhist teachings, you know, our body, that one sort of bypasses the body. But our bodies are very, very important as part of our practice, as part of obviously being human. It's our vehicle in this world. And so it's not something to skip over. It's definitely something to honor and to treat well, and to look at holistically with the mind, emotions, energy, body. It's all equally important on this path of life. Breathing in and out through the nose. Belly filling on the inhale and emptying on the exhale. As you settle into your body, the space, and your breath, and feel yourself relax a little more. We'll spend a few minutes working on our breath to really tone the nervous system before we get into our physical practice. So let's start with our 9-part or 9-fold purification breath, and then we're going to do some deep breathing to really get into the nervous system. So we'll clear everything out and then tone the nervous system. Then we'll begin with our posture, taking the tip of the thumb over to the base of your ring finger, folding the other 4 fingers over, keeping the palms up and tucking your hands right up at your upper thighs, that little crease in your legs. And it's kind of a weird position because your wrists are bent like this. And you can, if this is new to you, you can, keep your eyes open and follow along with me. And when we sit like this, we're working to straighten the arms, and it's okay that the shoulders lift This helps to straighten the spine and open the channels. So we're working with 3 channels here. We have the left side, which is the feminine side, and the right side, masculine, and then the central channel that brings everything together. So when we sit like this, you can imagine it kind of pops everything open, and we're feeling that reach out through the crown of our heads. So we're sitting up nice and tall, connecting with our breath, breathing into the belly. We'll switch to our alternate nostril in a few seconds. But when we sit here, we can imagine ourselves as luminous and wise beings, which we are. We're constantly, when we do these practices, we're remembering our true nature more and more, and realizing that life is meant to be lived as happily as possible. You can imagine yourself in that light, luminous. It's said to be like when we're in our full radiance, we glow like the moon, right? So not like the sun, but like the moon. You can imagine yourself as that glowing being that you are. And we'll begin by blocking the left nostril. So use your index fingers for your alternate nostril breathing, and then we also use it to guide the prana, the life force, through the body. And when I ask you to bring the breath down below the navel, it's 4 finger lengths. If you have your fingers like that, so right below your belly button, 4 points. That's the point where the energy goes down to. So we'll inhale in through the right nostril. You can trace the breath as it comes down and it tucks under the navel, gently holding the breath as it rises up the left side. And we block the right nostril and exhale left. Inhale left. Comes down the left side, it tucks under, gently holding the breath as it rises up the right side. Blocking left, exhale right. And we'll inhale through both nostrils. Comes down both sides of the central channel, tucking under. Gentle hold as it rises up. And we exhale out through both nostrils. Round 1, now onto round 2. Inhale through the right side, blocking left, inhale right. Rises up the left side, blocking right, exhale left. Inhale left. Gentle hold as it rises up the right side, blocking left, exhale right. Inhale through both sides. Gentle hold as it rises up the central channel. We exhale. Last round, inhale right. Gentle hold as it rises up the left, blocking right, exhale left. Inhale left. Gentle hold as it rises, blocking left, exhale right. Inhale through both sides. Let it rise up and exhale. Come back to your original posture. So we lengthen up again, opening. Coming back to that visual of being luminous, blissful. Connecting with our belly breath. Feeling the rise on the inhale as it draws all the way up to your collarbones, so you're filling your torso. And on the exhale, we release back down, collarbones, through the ribs, back to your belly and drawing the navel back toward the spine, nice and firm. You can release your hands now to your knees or rest them in your lap as we continue with this breath. Inhale, belly. Continuing to inhale, draw the navel back. The breath draws up through the ribs into the chest. Exhale slowly. All the way back down. As it comes down, draw the navel back towards the spine. Right back into your inhale. Filling the belly. Halfway through, draw the navel back. Continue to inhale as it draws all the way up. It's comfortable for you to hold your breath here, then go ahead and suspend the breath with no strain. Only holding long enough where you can still control your exhale. Exhale when you're ready. Bring it all the way back down, drawing the navel back towards the spine. Let's do 2 more breaths like this. Inhale, belly. Draw it back as you continue to inhale. Holding if that's comfortable. Exhale slowly. Pulling the navel back at the end of that exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, slow and controlled. Returning to your natural breath. Making a nice slow transition into a wide leg child's pose. So we can reset before coming into our physical practice. Big toes touch, knees out wide, arms extended out in front. And as much as you can remember to throughout your practice this morning, come back to that breath, that nice deep breath. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready to move, rise up to table. Keeping the eyes closed. Let's move through a few rounds of cat-cow. Focus on your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. And on your exhale, slowly round your back, drawing your chin toward your chest. Inhale, rolling through. And exhale. And we'll come back to a neutral spine. Spread your fingers out wide, tuck your toes. Let's rise up to down dog. Keeping your knees bent to start. We'll work on the upper body. So working to press your hips up toward the ceiling. Soften your elbows. Turn your head from side to side a couple times. Releasing through the neck, the shoulders. Slowly. Forward and back. Softening the chest, the belly, so you feel it drop a little bit more, giving you a little more height in the hips. And then from here, begin to straighten your legs a little more. You'll notice that they're probably pretty tight. So we can bring in our pedaling, we'll walk the dog, bend it straight in one leg at a time, rock the hips. And then keep a little twist here. So as your left knee bends, you can look under your right arm. If your right knee bends, look under your left arm. And breathe. Just remember to breathe into your belly, connect with that deep breath. And leave out the suspension when we're moving. You don't want to hold your breath, but you can keep it slow and deep. And if at any time today you need to modify, you come into your table, work through cat-cow or child's pose. Always listen to your body and exactly what it needs every time you practice. Let's inhale and rock forward into plank with our knees up or down. If your knees are down, you're still working on engaging the core. The hips are in line with the shoulders and the knees. On your next exhale, slowly lower halfway. And on your inhale, press it back up. And we'll exhale and lower all the way down. This time, let your forehead touch. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders or even further back toward your hips. Elbows stay tucked in toward the ribs. And let's inhale, peeling up to baby cobra, just chest and head. Extend through the back of your neck. So you reach out through the top of your head. There shouldn't be a wrinkle in the back of your neck. And we'll press back up to table. Sit back into an active child's pose. So we're looking between the hands in our active child's pose. Come up on your fingertips here and walk your fingertips further up toward the top of your mat. Drawing the shoulders back away from the ears. Take a breath here. And your next inhale rounds you up to table. Tuck your toes and let's come back up to down dog. Checking in with your body. Let's find our foot placement this time. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Lifting your hips up toward the ceiling. And then taking your gaze toward your knees. So kind of tuck the chin a little bit. Soften your eyes. Breathe into your belly. We'll inhale up to our toes. On your exhale, set your knees down. And let's come down to our forearms. You can have your palms flat on the mat. Elbows are under your shoulders. And let's inhale and take the left leg out behind us. Lifting that leg as high as you can. And core stays engaged to support you. And you're looking between your hands. So we don't have our head drop down. We're looking forward. Let's bend the left leg and lift the knee. Let the leg come over to the right side. Again, core stays strong. Shoulders are engaged. Let's breathe here. And inhale, extending the leg back out behind you, squaring the hips. Flex your foot so you reach through the heel like someone's pulling on that leg. And on your next exhale, releasing your knee back to the mat. Rounding your back, drop your head into rabbit. Chin tucks in toward the chest. Take a breath. And we'll come back to a neutral spine. Taking the right leg back behind us. Slowly lifting it up as high as you can. Again, keeping the shoulders and core engaged. Go ahead and bend the leg, lift the knee so the leg comes over to the left side. Keeping your head lifted, looking forward. Good. And breathe. Inhale as you extend it back out behind you. Squaring the hips, flexing your foot to reach through the heel. And on your next exhale, releasing the knee back to the mat. Go ahead and round your back, drop your head. We'll revisit this and add to it later on in our practice. Kind of feeling that into your consciousness. We'll come back up to table now, back to our hands and knees. And let's step the left foot forward, followed by the right foot, coming into a fold at the top of the mat. Let's reach for opposite elbows and get heavy in the arms. Keep the shoulders back away from the ears. Release through the back of your neck. On your inhale, keep the hold of your elbows. Let's inhale and roll up to standing. And as we come up, lift the arms and frame the head with the arms. Good. Lifting the heart, lift your chin, your toes, engage your core. Let's reach the arms up. On your exhale, dive into your fold. And let's do that again. Reach for opposite elbows. Inhale as you rise, keeping hold of the elbows, framing the head. Lift the heart, the chin, inhale. On the exhale, dive. And grab a hold, reach for opposite elbows. Inhale as you rise. Reach the arms, lift the toes, engage the core. Exhale, dive into your fold. Let's inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And exhale, fold. We'll inhale and step the left foot back into lunge. So hands beside your feet are on blocks. Your thighs attached to your ribs. On your exhale, step back to down dog. And let's inhale forward to plank, knees up or down in your plank. And on the exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rising up to cobra, high or low. Listen to your body, no pinching in the back. Make adjustments so you can find comfort. Tuck your toes and press back to down dog. Let's find our foot placement. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. So maybe step it in a little bit, shorten your down dog. Take your gaze towards your knees. Soften your eyes and connect with your deep breathing. Two more breaths. When you're ready, on your inhale, lift your left leg out behind you, out and up toward the ceiling. And let's keep that foot flexed. So we're reaching through the heel. Come up on your right toes. So you find a little more lift through the hips and your head drops between your arms. Even kind of bringing your chin toward your chest a little bit here. So we find extension and engagement. And on your next exhale, let's swing the leg through, coming back to our lunge. Good. And inhale, right foot forward, up halfway. And exhale, fold. Let's reach again, opposite elbows as we rise, engaging the core. Inhale, framing the head as you come up. Reach your arms, lift your toes, engage the core. Exhale as you dive back into it. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale as you step your right foot back into lunge. Good. Ribs attached to thigh. On your exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale to plank. Knees up or down. Lift your head so you have a nice straight line here. On your exhale, slowly lower, keeping your elbows tucked towards your ribs. Inhale, peel it up to cobra. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears, heart forward. Tuck your toes back to down dog. Find your foot placement, connect with your breath. Remember your options here, cat-cow, child's pose, or holding in your down dog. Wherever you are, connect with your deep breathing. Keep sending it to your belly. Leaving out the breath suspension. Stay locked in here, wherever you are, for 3 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, right leg out and up. Come up on your left toes. Reaching through the sole of your right foot. And soften the chest so you get a little more flexibility in the shoulders. A little more lift in the hips. Let's inhale together. And on your exhale, draw that right foot forward, back to your lunge. Inhale, left foot forward, same inhale, lifts you up halfway. Look forward, flat back, exhale, fold. Once again, reach for opposite elbows. Keep your arms framing your head the whole way up. Inhale as you rise. And reach the arms, lift your toes. And let's exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment here to close your eyes. Relax your body. You want to soften your knees. Relax your muscles. Breathe deep. Always breathing in and out through the nose with the deep breathing. Softly opening your eyes, let's release the arms out and up as we inhale. Interlock your fingers here, point your index fingers. And on your exhale, side bend over to the left side. And kind of give a little pull on that right hand, right arm, straightening your head stays between your arms as much as possible. Maybe soften your knees a bit so you get a little bit more side bend. Stay with your breath. Next inhale draws you back through center. And exhale over to the right side. And a little pull on that left arm. Relax your shoulders. Your head in line with your spine. Inhale back to center. You can unclasp your hands so your arms are parallel now. And on your exhale, sit back into chair. So if you're looking for more challenging practice, you can keep your arms higher up alongside your ears, or you can take them straight out in front to kind of ease up on that. Feel your weight shift back towards your heels, your hips, your core engages, but you're breathing. On your inhale, rise up, but press into your heels so you feel it on the back side of your body. Look up toward the ceiling. On your exhale, sit back into chair. Again, connect with the rising on the back side of the body. Inhale as you come up, pressing through. Let's exhale and dive into our fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Let's inhale and step the left foot back again into our lunge. Turning your back foot out. Take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. And we'll open this left arm out and up as we come into our side angle. You want to take a peek at your right leg. Make sure you have a 90-degree angle so your knee isn't going way past your ankle. And then you'll probably feel a little more flexible in the opening here. And let's take our gaze down toward our right toe to start with. And just connect with the lengthening of the spine here, your core engaging. You're reaching out through the top of your head. And then from there, slowly turn your head, looking up toward the ceiling or wherever your neck allows. Don't force. And breathe. Let's slowly begin to reach the left arm overhead. Good. Reaching toward the front of the room. Lift your front toes. Let's inhale, take it back up toward the ceiling with the arm. And exhale back overhead. Right, a little challenging movement here as we inhale and take the left arm back up. Let's come up to standing into our warrior two. So the right leg stays bent, arms out wide, looking over our right fingertips. Sink down into your hips here, relax the shoulders. Let's lift the arms just above the shoulders and breathe. Turn your head toward your shoulder, drop the chin. Control your breath. We'll inhale together. On your exhale, left hand drops back, right arm comes up toward the ceiling as we reverse it, looking up toward your hand. Sink down into your hips. And we'll inhale as we cartwheel back to our lunge. And let's step back to down dog. This is where we begin to really like down dog after we do that kind of stuff. Find your breath here again. Free to come into cat-cow or child's pose. You don't have to do the flow through. If you are flowing, we'll inhale to plank. And that little rocking forward on your toes. Let's rock forward and back a couple times if you're in your full plank. So you can connect with your core, connect with your shoulder strength. And the next time you rock forward, we'll inhale. And on the exhale, slowly lower. Inhale as you rise. Cobra, maybe up dog. Up dog is just hands and tops of your feet on the mat. And we'll exhale back to down dog. Find your foot placement. Set yourself up to hold, to meditate here. Go deep into your breath. Two more breaths. When you're ready, inhale, left leg out and up. Come up on your right toes. Find that big reach. Slowly reaching a little bit more. On your next exhale, step it through. Lift your head in your lunge. Good. Inhale, right foot forward, up halfway. And exhale, fold. Let's once again reach for opposite elbows, framing the head. Engage your core. Inhale to rise. Reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Releasing your arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweep it out and up. Interlock your fingers. Point your index fingers. Exhale, over to the left side, side bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, right side. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Inhale, back through center. Unclasp your hands. Press your hips forward. Exhale as you dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Hands come down. Let's inhale, right foot back. We're going to turn the back foot out. Left hand to the inside of your left foot. And let's open that right arm out and up. Feel free to use a block under your left hand. Never have to suffer in your yoga practice. And we're breathing. Sink down into your hips a little more, maybe. Your head is in line with your spine. Let's take our gaze down toward our left toe. Feel that opening through the right shoulder as you slowly turn your head back up towards your right hand. Let it land wherever it lands. Soften your eyes. Find your breath. Find your asana. And slowly reach this right arm overhead. Slow, slow, slow. Good. Inhale to reach it back up. Exhale, back over. This time, strong movement as we inhale and rise to warrior two. Arms out wide, heels are aligned, lifting the arms over the shoulders. Turn your head so your chin is tracking towards your shoulder. Drop your chin a bit so you're feeling fierce in your warrior two. Gazing just beyond your fingertips. And breathe. Maybe sink down a little more. Relax the shoulders. Good, and let's reverse it. Right hand comes back, left arm up. Feel free to bend and straighten the left leg if it starts to get intense. You can release a little bit, come back in. You might find some more depth. And let your next inhale, cartwheel your arms back to your lunge. Good, and let's step it back to down dog. Again, decide where you want to be here. If you're going for the flow, let's come into plank. Keep breathing. Let's rock forward and back if your knees are lifted. Finding your core engagement. Next time you inhale forward, hold it there, and exhale, do slowly lower. Maybe finding your chaturanga, your hover. Inhales, you press up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Foot placement and breath. 3 deep breaths here. Lifting your hips high. Release through the back of your neck. Soften your elbows. Inhale up to your toes. And on the exhale, knees come down, finding whatever variation of child's pose that works best for you right now. If you find yourself trying to catch your breath here in child's pose, then come up on your forearms. Lift your head above your hips. It will help you to come back to a slower breath. And if you feel like you catch it, you can come back in. Your head down. More breath, yeah. When you're ready to move, you can come up to a seated position. Make your way slowly into cobbler's pose. As we come up, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Take your time getting into it. Rock from side to side a few times. Decide if you want your hands on your shins or wrapped around your feet. And we're working to sit up tall, draw the shoulders back, heart forward, chin drops. And we can close our eyes here. And if this is a lot on your hips, you can always use blocks under your thighs. You can tuck them under your thighs for support. If you have tight hips, this can be a challenging posture. And we drop into it a little bit more. So we start to lengthen up through the spine a little more. So we feel lifting out from the hips and the torso instead of compressing. Let's take our internal gaze up toward the center of our forehead, our third eye. See if you can simultaneously keep it there and bring it to your heart center as well. So you have this nice connection between your intuition and your heart. begin to follow your breath. And as you follow your breath and you come to a place where there's sensation, either physically or emotionally, deepen your breath and just keep following your breath, acknowledging the sensation. Maybe even naming the sensation. But we're going to not allow ourselves to go into a creation story, how that sensation came about, how that emotion came about. Instead, we're just going to acknowledge the sensation and breathe through it, breathe into it. Just keep coming back to your breath many times as you need to. And soften your body. Stay in the posture, but soften your body. Push your feet away so you have a little more space between your feet and your body. And allow yourself to release into a fold here, rounding your back, dropping your head. Imagine you're opening the back side of your heart. Stay with your breath. Let's take one more breath here. And we'll slowly roll up. Taking your hands back behind you, knees come together. Feet hip width, and let's rock the knees from side to side. Again, stay slow. Stay with your breath. Take your knees as far over to each side as your flexibility allows. Bring your head away from your knees. We'll come back to center. Go ahead and support yourself onto your back. And when you get there, give yourself a big stretch. Arms over your head, point your toes, take a deep breath. Maybe roll your wrists and your ankles a few times in each direction. Then keeping your arms overhead. You can take your arms into goddess arms, so they're bent at a 90-degree angle. Your elbows are a little bit higher than your shoulders, palms face up toward the ceiling. And let's extend our legs up towards the ceiling and connect with our breath once again before we relax in Shavasana. You can imagine here you're breathing in through the soles of your feet and allowing the breath to wash over you, the healing that comes from your breath, healing that comes from the energy of your practice. your own inner prompting when you feel prompted to move and make your preparations for deep relaxation, then just move slow. Setting yourself up for success in your Shavasana. So if you need a bolster, a blanket, or pillow, raise your hand. I can bring you some stuff if you'd like. And also always turn the heat up. Just so you know, if you're a little chilly now, it will get warmer. All from our practice. Play my heart chakra bowl. You're at your time. Don't need to above anything or try to evoke anything in particular. You can just over and over again allow yourself to surrender. To just be for a few minutes. small movements. Wiggling your fingers. Stretches. Feel good to draw your knees in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Gentle rocking. Eventually rolling over to your right side. Rolling up there. Easing your way back up to a seated position. Your eyes closed. Hands out heart center. Creating gratitude for one another here. Gratitude for showing up this morning, contributing to the practice. Heads down toward our hearts to honor the wisdom within. Bow a little deeper to honor the hearts and wisdom of our many teachers and ancestors. Join me in sealing our practice with the sound of Om. Let's take a deep breath in. Namaste.